What's good, beautiful people? Hi, it's your man Mo Tillis, agency owner of the Tillis Insurance Group, and I'm here with the amazing Chandra Cleveland. Chandra Cleveland is all about crimes against women and girls. She is a certified human trafficking investigator. She's also the owner of Columbia Private Investigating Consulting. Chandra has been in law enforcement for 36 years. Amazing to me because I would blow my own brains out after 36 years of law enforcement. But she's also started her own business and been in business for herself for the last 17 years. And I was just so impressed with her profile. I had to bring her on. You guys know I love bringing on the best of the people that I meet, especially business owners. We're going to talk about some of the challenges of being a business owner, the importance of what she does, how you can reach her. But stay tuned, guys. We just got something special for you. Chandra, let's start with how are you doing today?
Hello, hello. How are you? I am
Absolutely.
doing great. It's been a full day as usual. I expect nothing more and nothing less. I'm just great to have this opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you so much. So, Chandra, we didn't do much preparation. So, one of the things that I like to do to let people know that I'm talking and speaking with a real person,
Mhm.
before we get started into the gushy stuff, favorite song and why? You could take a few moments to think.
Ooh, favorite song and why? Uh, I'm not your superwoman.
I'm not your superwoman. Okay. And why?
And the reason why is that everybody thinks that a Black woman she has to hold her own. She have to be able to speak up and do all of these other things while being a superwoman of raising a family and doing everything. And you don't have to be. It's okay for you just to be a woman. And it's okay for someone else to take care of you. So I'm not a superwoman.
I super love that. And now I don't want to take away from what you said, but what you do is superwoman-esque. All right. So now that we got your favorite song out the way, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things you do. So one of the things that jumped out to me automatically, and I actually was taking copious notes while you were talking because you're just a jewel dropper. Um, the number 300. Could you talk to the people about the significance when it comes to your business, what you do, how you serve in the number 300?
Well, the number 300 plus,
Come on.
I have rescued 300 plus women and girls from either runaways, sex trafficking, and domestic violence situations that me and my team were able to get them out of those situations and bring them back home safely.
300 plus. Now, I know
Mhm.
there is, in most situations in this country and across the world, brown and blacks are always underserved. And you were mentioning to me the disproportion of the rate of what girls and women are actually ending up in these horrific situations. Could you talk about that a little bit, please?
Sure. Sex trafficking. A lot of us have heard of it. And yet, in the Black community, there's been no one that comes in and educate the Black and Brown community on what is sex trafficking and how parents can protect their child from being sex trafficked. Yet, in most states where you see sex trafficking taking place, the average person for example, Los Angeles has been as high as 92% of all victims of human trafficking has been Black and brown girls. Louisiana has been as high as 89% of all their victims of human trafficking, sex trafficking, has been Black and brown girls. Here in the state of South Carolina, they say 45% of all victims are African American girls. So, when there's such this little gray area, that when the government say a percentage of what's going on, the percentage is usually higher than that. So once you take that into play, you know that this is a very serious condition in our communities, considered to me to be an epidemic in the African American communities and brown communities, that our girls are being more sex trafficked than anyone else. Yet there is no education or seminars being held in our communities on a regular basis.
Wow. Speaking of seminars, you have an amazing event going on tomorrow. I don't know if other people can tune into that or not, but I just wanted you to talk about what you're going to be speaking on tomorrow, a little bit
Mhm.
if you could. Maybe we could get a little Reader's Digest version of it.
Sure. I train law enforcement, community leaders, organizations, doctors, judges, everyone. And so, like I said, like you saw opened up, my company mainly specialized in crimes against women and girls. And lately, there have been a lot of minority business owners and women business owners that has been scammed about different things with their business. As you know, we're now in this digital age since COVID. And so when you get on things like Instagram or Clubhouse or these other platforms that you think you're meeting other people that are in the same field as you, and you end up meeting someone from those groups that DMs you and say, you're doing a great job. There's ways I can help you. And they may help you on two little things, and that's just to win your trust.
Mm,
Then they come in and they take over your business and they take whatever little bit of money you've earned. They take it all away. So I am training women to be able to recognize those things, that these people are out there, and it could be a man or woman who ends up taking you on a scam such as that. But what we're seeing is a rash of African American business owners, women business owners that are being taken because it's so unlikely that we're able to get the money. So when we hear a deal that seems to be true and someone has shown us a little bit of money, we take them for their word and think they're giving the best deal. But if it sounds too good to be true, more than likely it is.
mm. Brings me back to the old adage, everything that glitter ain't gold.
That
So,
part.
because American women in business are having difficulties with obtaining funding, they're being
Exactly.
exploited by people who appear that they can actually support them in this way. They do one or two
Mhm.
good things to you to gain some good favor, and then they're being
Mhm.
pretty much drained after that situation. Wow.
Exactly, exactly. They take all the information that you gave them about your business, and do something else, and end up getting either all of your money out of your bank account or using your business information to obtain a loan that you knew nothing about.
How common is this?
It's becoming very common now, and not enough people are talking about it because, once again, we think that we're embarrassed that we let someone take advantage of us. But the industry in which it happens a lot, really a lot, is in the coaching industry and
Mm,
also the so called credit industry
mm,
and also the book industry.
So authors, coaches, maybe like life coaches, fitness coaches. Okay,
All of
and
them.
oh wow, they're just being okay.
Yeah,
So ladies, please watch out. Now, I guess there's some things that you can do, but you do these presentations to fully educate. How can somebody plug in with you and really find out how to protect themselves and determine good opportunities from bad opportunities? Because, of course, you don't want to just shut down everything, but you want to be able to know how to safeguard yourself from being duped. So, how does somebody
exactly.
actually tap in and get educated on that a little more on how to protect
And
themselves?
that's exactly what I do. Once you are in the training, I show you ways that you can get around that. So how it's usually done, like this group has now, all they did, they brought me into their small business administration and opened it up to all the small business in their area to come and be trained by me and to know the signs and how to report the signs if you feel that someone has taken advantage of you and have taken your money. Because if you don't say anything, people will never know. So once you go to my site, you can book me that way. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, all of that as Investigator Cleveland. And my training, sometimes I put pictures up there, sometimes I don't. So, there's not a lot of information that I share on a wide scale of public because If they know how I know to catch them, or either if they don't know, they know how to dodge it next time. So I don't give a lot of information in the public where everybody would know. But if you have paid for a training, you get the access to listen to what I have to say in ways that you can be able to dodge it. And we all can be safe together. This knowledge is not something that I like to keep to myself, but the knowledge is something that I like to empower the right people and not the wrong ones.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm blown away. So you are actually the first person that I've ever heard provide this service.
Well, and you know why? I think because of being in law enforcement for as long as I have seen the trends of things that occurred, and also women has entrusted in me and inbox me, and I talk to them, and they tell me what happened. And so, with that information that I get from them, I feel that it's something that I need to take out to the public of women to let them know, don't be ashamed if someone scam you. We all can do this together, regardless of how big their names are either, because some people have really big following, and we're in that digital age that everybody see that this person is on Clubhouse all the time, so everybody's following them, but nobody really knows the ones that that person has scammed unless you talk.
Yeah, and just for anybody listening, don't be embarrassed. We got
Right.
this thing in our communities and Black communities, especially, where once you feel shame, you just want to crawl into a hole and act like it never happened. Listen, it's totally okay to step forward. People like Chandra are here to support you and help you. You might
Mhm.
be able to recover whatever losses, but it's important enough to talk about. Chandra, what is the website so that people can reach out to you?
My website is Columbia PI and Consultants.com.
One more time.
And the phone number is 803-897-7008. And again, that website is Columbia PI and Consultants.com.
I love
And
that.
all of my handles on social media is Investigator Chandra Cleveland.
Excellent. So, Chandra, I know you're extremely productive, multiple meetings today, as myself. But before I let you go, I just wanted you to leave our viewers with some practical tips that they can use immediately in order to either secure themselves. Um, excuse me, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. There's one
You're
piece
not
that we
re-
we totally
you
missed. Oh
forgot to
no, we're
press
recording.
record.
We're recording. We're
Okay,
recording.
okay.
So a lot of entrepreneurs will be watching this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your service is basically, or not basically, but extensively, or not exclusively, but mostly for Black women in business. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you to talk about perhaps a challenge that you may have had as a Black woman in business and how you are overcoming, or the plans that you put in place to overcome these challenges as a Black woman in business. And then we'll go into the final segment.
Oh, wow, this is a good one. The challenges that I had is that I get results, and everybody wants those results that I get when finding missing people or helping them with a criminal case, but they don't want to pay for it.
Mm,
So I had to get not only myself out of that mindset of, oh, well, they can't afford it, to letting them know I'm not law enforcement. Nobody else pays me. What I do, I have to get paid for. So how I've gotten around it is that I let someone else do my bookings, and I know what I'm worth, and they charge people for what I'm worth. And we work together that way. So, a lot of women come up upon that. Some people think that your business, or just because they have a personal connection with you, is that you're supposed to do things for free. But remember, you're running a business. And when you're running a business, you have to make sure that you get paid, because otherwise you can't pay your bills. So, I always tell people, don't feel guilty about asking for someone to pay for your services. When you should start walking away is when they don't. And then the next time they will see you're worth every penny that you're charging in order to help them out.
I'm so glad I took the time to slow down and remember to ask you that. Because I know if there's a Black woman listening to that, it's all about that, knowing your worth, you know,
Yeah.
charging what
And
you're
we
worth.
already have we have a hard time getting financial support as it is. So if you have something that you're doing with your whole passion and heart and knowledge, you deserve to be paid for it.
I absolutely agree. I think Jim Rohn says we are compensated based on the value that we add to the marketplace. And absolutely, Chandra, what you bring to the marketplace is invaluable. You know, to be able to find a lost one, a
Mhm.
loved one who's been lost, to be able to
Mhm.
protect your business, your money, your equity, your hard-earned money, your identity. I mean, it's priceless. So whatever the
Well,
ticket is,
it
well
is, and
deserved.
I tell women all the time, regardless of you protecting, your money or getting the financial things that you need, you got to protect your ass set, and that means that that's you. You and your business cannot grow or can't get the funding if you're not alive to do so.
Mm,
So charge every day with safety in mind first, regardless of who you've known for a long time. Money can make people do some crazy things. And I know in the line of work that I work in, money can make some people do some crazy things. So make sure that you cross all T's and dot our I's. Double check as to where you are. Double check as to who know where you are. And double check to secure your surroundings.
amen to that. I feel sorry for whoever's on the receiving end of Chandra looking for the people she's looking for, because y'all in trouble. But anyway, thank you so much. I always enjoy when I'm able to be empowered by an entrepreneur or business owner, but especially a Black woman in business. Like, it's been an absolute pleasure sharing these moments with you. Now, we usually do 3 tips, but what I want to do, because you dropped so many jewels and I don't want to take up all of your time this evening, what would you like to leave us with today, Chandra? Chandra.
One of the main thing, because I feel that women in our society always feel like that pride stops you from doing a lot of things. Don't let your pride get in the way of you asking for help. There is help out there, and there is people who will talk to you for free. I know that there's such things as life coaches, life advisors, and all that. I don't get into all of that. But if you have a question about the direction in which you're going, choose me as your GPS. I can make sure that you go the right way and take the right steps, but I'll point you in the right direction for sure to make sure that you're getting the right results from the right people.
Amen. Thank you so much, Chandra. Chandra again. It's been a blessing and a pleasure and an honor to share this time with you. Ladies and gentlemen, Chandra Cleveland, certified human trafficking investigator, owner of Columbia Private Investigating and Consulting. Reach out to her for all of your needs. Saying good night to you, Mo Tillis Insurance Group. It's been a pleasure. Till next time, God bless. Peace.
Thank you.